on those breaking developments. Shifting our focus now. An army brigadier and his IIT graduate son were allegedly assaulted while his wife was threatened by a group of men in southwest Delhi after the officer objected to two people consuming alcohol inside a parked car near their house. The incident took place on Saturday night when two men sitting inside a Mercedes were drinking liquor outside the officer's residence in the Vasant Enclave area. When the brigadier objected, a group of men gathered at the spot, assaulted him and his son and threatened his wife. Several videos of the incident recorded by family members have surfaced on social media, showing two men inside a car holding a liquor bottle. The brigadier's wife also alleged that the officer present at the spot refused to intervene despite her request. Brigadier's son, Tejas, sustained injuries to his face, neck and palm. He's alleged that the responding officer remained inside his vehicle and did not offer any assistance. At the police station, the family claimed they faced further harassment. The Indian Army has also taken cognizance of the incident. Taking cognizance of the matter, Delhi police has now registered an FIR. In fact, Tejas Singh Arora, son of Brigadier Parminder Singh Arora, both of whom were assaulted in this incident, is now live with us. Tejas, thank you for speaking with NewsX at this difficult time for you and your family. Can you take us through exactly what happened that night?
So it was Saturday night about 10 p.m. Post dinner, me and my father, we were out for a walk after our dinner time. And while we were walking towards the society's exit gate, so there was a Mercedes car standing right inside the society's gate, and they were drinking and smoking. So my father, he just questioned them that since it is a society area where families stay, so you should not be drinking here. So kindly move away from here or go somewhere else. And to this, they crime committers, they replied arrogantly that we won't be moving from here. Do whatever you can or call whatever you, call whomever you can. So responding to this, we decided that we should not be getting into any sorts of mishap or any sorts of arrogant exchange of words. So our best case was to call the PCR van. So I grabbed back, I ran back to my home. I grabbed my phone and I gave a rang to the PCR van. And within 15 minutes of the call, the PCR van was there at the crime scene. But so initially, when the police constable he came out of the car, he was very reluctant in writing down any of our plea or any of our report. And meanwhile, the guy who was sitting in the car, he came out and he gave his phone to the constable, and he had dialed a number. The person was some Captain Sumit or Sumit Captain, and the constable spoke on the phone to Sumit Captain for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. And post that, he was totally negligent in writing a report. He said that he won't be writing, and in due course of time, within the arrival of police, within the next 5 minutes, the goons which the crime committers goons, they came back. They came in two taxis, and they were about 7 to 8 of them, and they exited out of the cars, and then the mishap happened and the physical assault started.
Do you remember any of the culprits?
Since it was night time, the streetlight wasn't much there. I could look at their faces. I mean, if I see them in person, I would be able to definitely identify them. But they were looking more sorts of people living in certain backward areas, and I mean, with the tone which they were talking in, the abusive language which they were using was not as per a civilized individual's language.
Right. They just also, I have to ask you, did you face uncooperative behavior from the local police? Because that is also being alleged here.
Yes. So the non-cooperative behavior of the police started right when the assault was happening. So as I mentioned, when the assault started, the police constable was there at the scene. He just silently went back to his car and he sat there, doing nothing. And in the mid of the assault, when my mother ran asking for help to the police personnel, he replied to her that since I am alone, I won't be getting into this trouble. You handle it yourself. I'll wait until my team arrives. This was his statement. And the assault finished in about 15 minutes or so. Until then, there was no team which had arrived. And once after the whole incident, we went back again to the police guy. He said, I won't be able to do anything. If you have anything, so you can go to the police station. So that's how we went to the police station, and our harassment didn't end there. The police station also, the staff was not at all cooperative with us. They were basically winding away the time. They were just playing delaying strategies. They were not polite in their talking. Their tone was very rude, very arrogant, and they were not ready to accept any of our complaints. And this continued for about half an hour. Post that, they said that they would be registering an FIR only after a MLC, that is the medical legal report case. So, and once we asked that where can we get the MLC done, which hospital, so they replied at Safdarjung hospital. But again, the police, they said that we don't have any sort of mode of conveyance to take you there, so you have to wait till the next vehicle arrives. So this again continued for about 40 minutes. And post that, we decided, since I was in a lot of pain and I was bleeding from various places, so my father took me to the army hospital, where the I was given the first aid and the MLC was conducted. So in this whole scenario, the police was not on our side, and they were just reluctant to listen to our plea.
Yes. Now, as the son of a serving army brigadier and an IIT graduate yourself, how do you view this incident in terms of respect for uniform and also basic civic sense in society?
So if you ask me from a common man's perspective, that see, for the common man, the only help and support is from the local authorities, that is the police. So they were very reluctant in writing down any of the plea. So that was a major hindrance which we faced. And secondly was that even after seeing people committing a crime openly, that is, say something like drinking or doing any other sorts of crime, the police should be involved in handling the issue rather than sitting idly. So these two were the major loopholes in this whole incident, which brings out that they are not competent enough to actually deal with such goons, or
Okay.
something on the similar lines.
Okay. Now, the army has also stepped in. The police have finally started tracing the accused. An FIR is also lodged. What outcome are you and your family now hoping for?
So the CMP, the army, the first of all, I am very thankful to the media and to the army support system, that they pitched in and the things got escalated very easily and with efficiency. The work is being done. So we are looking for the right kind of justice. I mean, the crime committers, they should be treated fairly enough on the basis of the crimes they have committed under the right sort of sections of the Indian Constitution. And that is what we expect, that this should be a statement for the coming times, that any sorts of heinous crime like this to be committed in the future, they must be punished subsequently. So that's what we, as a group, as a informed citizen of the country, aspire for.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tejas, for joining us. And we certainly hope that you and your family get justice very soon. All right. Meanwhile, in a move